want to die. What's up, cunts? Welcome to Rangers Recap. What the fuck has this season become? So far, we have played 5 games. So far, we've lost 4. This is not normal shit for the Rangers. I should probably introduce you guys to what this is. This is called Rangers Recap. Every week, I am going to be going over all the Rangers games that I made for that week. Right now, it is not going good. We've won 1 game. 1 game. Let's start out with the fucking Avalanche game. Yeah, we fucked up our season opener first game from the Avalanche. 4-2, I think. Holy shit. Now you see, first game I could see, okay, they lost to the Avalanche. It's not that big of a deal. It was 4-2, and Lundqvist could just be getting back into the game because long off season. The Avalanche's goalie did very, very well. We just had some bad plays. We're just not able to keep a fucking lead right now. Second fucking game, the Rangers at Toronto Maple Leafs. 8-5! I will give the Rangers credit for that second game though, because they did come back from a 5-1 deficit, but they still let up 2 goals after we caught up, and then, of course, it was the empty net goal, which I wasn't there to watch, but quite honestly, I don't think I would have wanted to be there to watch. It was also Shattenkirk's first goal as a Ranger, so that's nice. Third fucking game. Third game, I actually thought was pretty good, because we won that game, and it was also a shutout, and Henrik Lundqvist became the 16th all-time in shutouts. I'm very worried, though, because we're possibly coming to the end of the Lundqvist era. And that kind of almost even scares me. The New York Rangers have shut out the Montreal Canadiens, and it ended up being a pretty good game because we were caught on the power play most of the time. The Montreal Canadiens were just not having a good game in any way, shape, or form. Fucking third game. St. Louis Blues beat the Rangers 3-1. Mika Zibanejad had the only goal, and so far within that game, from that game on, I think he leads the Rangers in goals with 4 or 5 goals. I think he's losing like 4 or 5 goals now. That game, we did pretty well that game until kind of the end of the second and the third. The game I just finished watching. New York Rangers versus Columbus Blue Jackets. I literally just watched it, and I'm making this right after I just watched it. First period, Columbus scores, but it's called back. One of the CBJ players is basically right on top of Lundqvist, and the goal goes in, which I'm actually kind of surprised because at first they called it a goal, but then when Alain Vigneault finally challenged it, called it off as no goal, which was right because the CBJ player basically pushed Lundqvist's shoulder out so he couldn't make the save. You can kind of fuck off out of the crease there. Tied 0-0, the Rangers start to get the momentum. The final minute of the first period, the New York Rangers could not get it out of the fucking zone. You guys have to get it out of the fucking zone. Lundqvist is not going to bail you out every single fucking time. The Rangers did give really good defensive plays throughout that last minute. The Rangers were blocking shots and they were doing well. They just could not get it out of the fucking zone. Second period rolls by. There's a CBJ power play. Kevin Hayes is in the box. The penalty finally expires. Kevin Hayes comes out of the box. Hayes is able to go in and snipe that shit right post. Rangers are up 1-0. Second period starts to end. At this point, Lundqvist is playing like a fucking god. Like, he's doing, like fucking insanely well. Within the second period, the Rangers are starting to kind of lose the momentum, and Columbus is starting to push on the Rangers. Henrik Lundqvist is attempting to make it a great fucking save. He's sliding and putting his glove out to make a nice save. But the only problem with that is Mika Zibanejad is in front of that shot trying to save it, but the puck ends up hitting his knee, completely reroutes the puck, and it ends up hitting the post and going in the net, so it's 1-1. Third period rolls around. Lundqvist is playing pretty well, as well as our defense. I gotta say this right now, the Rangers staff need to work with Buchnevich a lot more, because Buchnevich, Buchnevich is a very, very, very dedicated player. He really wants to be good. He really wants to make plays. He wants to score. He wants to help the Rangers as much as possible. We can all tell this. Because Buchnevich, whenever he messes up a play, you know he really cares about playing on this team because he gets very, very frustrated every time or something goes bad. I think the Rangers work with him a little bit more. Buchnevich could be an amazing player. He has that type of fury in him. I know he can make plays. I know he can do very, very well for the Rangers. Because of bad turnovers by the Rangers, Ademi Pierin is able to go down in center ice and skates into the Rangers zone. Ends up deking out, I think it might have been Zook or one of our defensemen. Panarin just takes a whack at it and just goes 5-hole through Lundqvist. So far, this has been a pretty stressful start to the season. I'm hoping we get better, or I think our players are doing pretty well. It's just we need to work on our chemistry a little bit more. Like, we need to work on calling out the puck. We need to work on more communication because the Rangers are just kind of leaving the puck and no one ends up going for it, which ends up insanely bad turnovers, which does not help Lundqvist in any way whatsoever. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really too confident with Pavlik in the net. Then what? We got this Paul Carey character. I've never actually heard of him. I never really saw him too much in the preseason, except for I think one of the goals that he had, which I think it was a pretty nice goal. But I feel like we need to get some better lines though. If we play the rest of the season like this, God fucking help us.